How you doing, DT?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good, man.
All right, I'm Carolina Ron, man. We still live in the Thunderdome. And I got the second member, man, from SCC.
Yep.
SCC, man. First of all, man, before we go on with this interview, man, I'd like to say, man, I'm glad to see that you made it back safely, brother. I'd like to shake your hand, man.
I appreciate that, man.
All right, no doubt.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
DT, man, is formerly in the U.S. Army, and just tell the people a little bit about your experience over in Iraq, or what was it, Afghanistan? What was you at?
My recent tour was in Afghanistan. You know, I've served in the military for about 12 years, but just under 12 years. You know what I'm saying? This is my fourth deployment. Just recently got back from Afghanistan. My cousin QT was in the military, formerly in the military in the Army. He served about 4 years in the Army, and he did a tour over in Iraq also. So, you know, me and him kind of link up on that level. But hey, I made it back. I'm glad to be back around family and friends. You know what I mean?
Right, no doubt. Now, QT had told us a little bit about where all you guys are from, but I'd like for you to, you know, let us know, man, like officially, where you from, you know?
I mean, I'm from Alabama, just like my cousins or whatever. I mean, I represent a different side. I'm from that 256 Aniston, hold it down for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Put y'all hands up. You got a boy on the map.
You are, DT, you one of the producers of this crew. I mean, all this is in-house. You, Loose Goose, I mean, you guys do the beats and, you know, do most of the production. How long you been producing, man? How long you been putting the beats down?
Well, that's kind of a difficult question to answer because I haven't been a producer for very long, but I have been involved with music for a very long time. Most of my life I've been involved with music. I had a father who was a jazz musician, and he chose to raise his two sons up in music, so I have a lot of education about music from his roots. You know, not just from the level of hip-hop, but I'm talking like jazz, blues, R&B, and I've been schooled in a lot of different arts and forms of music, and I have a deep respect for it because of it. You know, I appreciate that part, but I utilize it in the way that I'm approaching the game right now, and that's with hip-hop. I come with the game with hip-hop, so you know, all the talents and everything, all the skills my father gave me, you know, I put it to good use, and I hope my group, you know, I have a different angle on music, you know what I mean?
Right.
When it comes to just the average cat.
Okay.
You know, that's how I do it, that's how I approach it. And, it comes out the best for us. It works out good for us.
Right, I can see that. So, with all that experience, what would be, or who would be the main group or main artist that you feel like that influenced you to, you know, to really do what you do?
Oh man, that's a good question right there. I mean, you got to think, man. I came up in a different genre of hip hop. You know, for those who don't know, I'm one of the oldest of the group, so my influence from hip hop, it stems back to the days of people like A Tribe Called Quest.
Oh my God.
I mean, African Bambaataa. I was a young cat when African Bambaataa first hit the scene, but those were my influences. Cats like that. Cats like.
I mean, let's just go back to Tribe Called Quest. I left my wallet in El Segundo. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, God, boy, we can go back with that one now. You know what I'm saying?
To me, that kind of thing, that's what pushed me. That's what drives me. Those guys approached the game on a level where they were trying to change something.
Right,
they were trying to do something completely different.
They were trying to do something, you know what I mean, that won't nobody else doing. You know what I mean?
So, and SEC is all about it. We're trying to do something that's different from anything anybody else has heard, but at the same time, we're taking what you have heard, we're going to make it better. So we're going to be innovators, and at the same time, we're going to be originators. Man, we got so much in store for y'all. Yeah. Just stay with us and stay patient. We're going to deliver.
All right, one more question, man, and this is the big one. You know, with what you do, like I said, you're one of the primary producers of the group. How do you plan to impact hip hop?
I plan to impact hip hop on a real enlightening level. You know, since we've been together as a group as SCC, even when we was formerly known as Key Soldiers, we've always had this idea that we can just really change the mind state of the game. You know, we're not just trying to hit you up with the things you like to hear. Yeah, we'll get you with that club. We'll make you dance a little bit.
No doubt. Yeah.
But our primary goal is to give you something you never heard before. You know what I mean? This is something hip hop changes on a daily basis.
I mean, the KRS-One told them best, man. You got to be original, or everybody's gonna want to ditch you. KRS-One said that, you know, back in the 80s.
I mean, you know, and back in the 80s when KRS said that, you know, KRS didn't know nothing about haters. Haters is brand new. KRS didn't have to deal with that. We got to deal with haters 24/7. So we gonna always have haters, and we welcome that. Bring it to us. We want that. Bring it to us. But I mean, we're going to continue doing what we're doing, man. And our goal is never going to sway. It's never going to change. We're going to stay focused. We're going to stay anchored on. We're trying to do this thing that's so different, man. I mean, our music is so different. Most groups don't even have more than one producer. But we do.
Exactly.
We do.
Right.
We do. And there's a reason why we have that. You know, we're trying to hit at so many different angles. So we have different guys with open minds, ready to create something that's spontaneous on the moment. Hey, trust me. You guys have not heard the last of SCC.
Hey, that's DT, man. SCC, man. These boys doing big things, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right.